新年快乐! Yeah, happy Chinese New Year!
During the Chinese New Year period, people greet one another with lucky phrases and to wish each other health, wealth, and good fortune.
So, the Chinese New Year usually falls on the first new moon of February, which will be the 9th at exact time 2:59 Eastern Time, 5:59 Pacific Time, and 10:59 Universal Time. So this is going to be a big moon. I'm calling this the Re or the RE moon because we have a lot of re words like rerun, renew, remove, readjust. There's a lot of words. We'll see a lot being thrown at you, and these words will be popping up throughout this whole video. We're going to discuss this very important big moon. Not only is the sun and the moon in Aquarius, but we have a stellium. We have Mercury, Pluto, Saturn, and the sun and the moon all in Aquarius. By February 16th, we should have 5 of the 12 zodiac signs in Aquarius. So we'll be discussing a lot about Aquarius as well as new moons, new cycles. We'll talk about the Chinese New Year. Now that it's 2024, we're celebrating the year of the wood dragon. So we'll speak a little about it. And we'll do a collective read, and then we'll have everybody sign. New sun, moon rising for this new moon, February 9th. So yes, new moons are all about new cycles. It's the beginning of the lunar cycle, the beginning of the Chinese New Year. So this is a very special moon. New moons are all about new beginnings, restarts, reimagining things. When you think of the moon, you think of imagination and emotions. So we have Aquarius, who wants to be free, and then we have the new moon, which is all about emotions. Aquarius is all about groups of people. These new emotions are going to come out with possibly new groups of people. Better to understand your emotions if you're in a large group of people, especially if those people have the same feelings as you. It'll be best to be around, people like that. It's a lot of brotherhood, sisterhood, or, large groups, communities. Yes, so while I shuffle, I'm going to talk a little bit about this special moon and why it's so special. Like I said, it's the year of the wood dragon. So if we break it down and you think of wood, wood is natural and grounded and rooted. It's expansion, solid. You think of wood as slowly growing. Yes, it's all about growth, expansion. Wood is very resourceful. It's good for heat. Wood can be used for a lot of things. I have a wood necklace, wood, when we put that together, wood with the dragon, which the dragon, what do you think of when you think of a dragon? They're majestic, and they're exuberant, and they're humongous, and they're historic and magical, and they're enchanting. So when you put the dragon together with the wood, we have this very, very exciting, creative, innovative, rejuvenating. Here goes with our rewords, renewing. So we have a lot of learning, and this is about wisdom. And depending on what kind of wood it is, it could be sacred. I mean, it's all from God. So the wood dragon is going to be a cool year. 2024, year of the wood dragon begins this new moon. It's so exciting. I can't wait to find out how this is going to impact your zodiac sign. We're going to go sign by sign, starting with the collective. Since we are here on Spread Space, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here's the theme. So since this is the re-moon, we're redoing and rejuvenating and all of these fun things. A lot of this has to do with habits and recovering from these habits as well, because we are releasing many of these replaying relationships and reoccurring situations. So, like I said, this is a big RE moon. So, our main energy for the energy here, we have the Queen of Swords. Now, she came up in 2 other readings, I think Virgo. But she's upright here, so she's very poised. She carries herself very well and is a very good communicator. Although her sword is double-edged, so her tongue could be hurtful as well as helpful. But here she's upright, so I don't see any of that bitchiness here with this Queen of Swords. She is holding herself with poise and grace, and she is very blunt and honest in her words, in her speech. She gets straight to the point. There's no beating around the bush when it comes to the Queen of Swords, especially when we have Mercury in Aquarius. So we're speaking about our emotions to people, to a group, or to others. So moving along here, what this new idea is, we received number 14, integrity in reverse. The meaning of integrity is doing the right thing even when no one's looking. This is in reverse. So we have a lack of courage. So perhaps this new idea is letting go of your inner child and your shadow self. I see the inner child and then I see a shadow. So here the new idea we have is a lack of courage when it comes to our inner child and our shadow combining. But perhaps that's why we have this energy. Maybe we are communicating about that, so then let's figure it out. So the 3rd card, we received the moon in reverse. So perhaps we still have these energies lingering from this full wolf moon that we just experienced. So perhaps we are lacking the courage to put that in words. So that's why being in a group setting would really help. Seeing other people do it will help you, you know what I mean? This is what I say, it's like a new moon. It's like that full moon leaving and this new moon rising. Very Cancerian energy, like homey energy. Perhaps we're freeing ourselves from these emotions, from these negative, these stale emotions or stale beliefs or thoughts, or maybe this imagination that we have. We're freeing ourselves of that. The habit of holding that in. We're creating new patterns. We're redoing a lot of things. For the 4th card, we received the very, very, very bright and exuberant Sun card, which is a very happy card. I think of pride and showing off. You're very confident. This tone is a very happy tone. What intentions are we setting? And we have the 7 of Pentacles. So this tells me that we are dropping, we're letting go of all of these old things, all of these things that have been around for 7 months, a week, for these things that have been around for perhaps 7 years, these things that we've been growing. And these seeds that I'm talking about aren't good seeds. These are seeds that are uprooted. They're not healthy. These are habits. These are things that are growing, have been growing for years perhaps, and we're letting go of that, and we're setting intentions to let go of what will bring us negativity or what no longer serves us. We're releasing rotten roots. How about it? We're releasing the rotten roots here. So these two cards I have up here for the collective, we're gonna have them as our secret mystery card that we'll reveal at the end of this reading. We'll go through sign by sign and see how this new moon in Aquarius will be affecting you and your sign. Give these a really good shuffle. I'm just so excited for this new moon. We can set intentions. Oh, we have some deception fly out. We have 3 cards popped out, so I guess we have another message for the collective. Aries, you can take this as your message as well, since it came out before your reading, but the first 3 cards that came out, we have deception, wolf in sheep's cloth. There's a reading about that, about the competition, and then we had 3 of cups, which that's what it looks like here as well, and perseverance, which 7 and 8 add up to 13, which is the devil, also deception. Where's the deception coming from? This group of friends. I see a picture of the 3 of Cups in the Rider-Waite deck where we have the Lady in Red. Now this Lady in Red, especially when it reverse and when she comes up in a love reading, is not the type of bitch you want coming up in your reading. Like this Lady in Red is like fucking your man type bitch. So that's the kind of shit that I feel, even though this is upright, it's surrounded by deception and the perseverance. So it's like we're holding out, we're sticking around in this group with deception, and perhaps we're not even aware of it, since we do have a wolf in sheep's clothing. You do not see these wolves. Perhaps you don't see the sheep's teeth, the wolf's teeth. There is a celebration, and in this group, we're at the celebration, there's deception, but we are to persevere. We are to persevere, we're to hold it out, we're to stick it through. And I hear, like, use your intuition. When you hear something, the truth is always inside of you. So I say when you hear something, like, the truth's coming out, like, you'll feel it. You'll feel the truth. Gemini. This new moon. Our Gemini. So the whole this energy we have, transition, and I see the hourglasses with this sand, like times Gemini. I hear, like, you know, like the labor pains are coming, like when you're about to have a baby and your water breaks, like it's time for that change, like a new birth. I hear like you're birthing a new baby. So with this transition comes a lot of pain, like keening pain. But it is very refreshing because we have a new birth here. So for all that pain and grief, it's like very well worth it. And it's like happy. You know, when you have a baby, it's like the best thing in the world. So moving along to the new idea that you're gonna have, Gemini. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So, like the collective, this new idea is letting go of these material things, these things that you're outgrowing. You're getting bigger than you're bigger than this. Deep blue socks. So perhaps we're dressing a new style or a new flavor, or we're expressing ourselves in a different fashion. So what are you freeing yourself of? You are freeing yourself of these old intentions. You are where energy goes, intention goes, energy flows, that thing I see. So where you're pointing, your target has changed. Where you were aiming before, you're no longer aiming. You have a new target. This new moon's tone is compassion. You got number 8. Look at this baby on the alligator. And this is spirit. So perhaps this is having a new compassion for the spirit. 8 is the strength to get on top of this alligator like that. It takes not physical strength. It takes literal courage for you to hug a beast. You know what I mean? So perhaps this tone is set for having compassion for things we know we wouldn't. This is having the courage and compassion. So that's our intention, Gemini, to have more compassion. And not only that, to have compassion towards others, but this is having compassion with our inner child, our inner beast. What intentions are we setting? We are setting a different intention for self-expression. Perhaps the intention is set on loving others. I see this baby turning like Beauty and the Beast, almost like this baby is turning into this lady and this is turning into a man. So perhaps this compassion will change the way you express yourself, Gemini. Alright, moving along to two cards that we had in the beginning you're seeing them before me, Ten of Cups and the Page of Swords. What great energy to have, collective. We have the Ten of Cups, which is very loving and compassionate and family-oriented. And perhaps we're telling stories, or we're making a story, or we're reading a story. And the Page of Swords. So this is learning something new, reading, writing. And I see hummingbirds, so this is being very flexible. You know, hummingbirds, they can go back, forward, round and round, and they're very happy, very precise, and they're very fast. And with these books, I see communication and truth. So perhaps we are dealing with the truth and communication in a loving way. Perhaps it is to the public or to your family. Maybe you're expressing how you truly feel. And yeah, that's it for our new moon reading for the collective and all signs. Thank you. Once again, I'm ClairV. This is Spread Space. If you have yet to do so already, please like and subscribe. I'll see you for our full moon reading coming up the 24th of February. So exciting. Thank you. Love ya.